Welcome the show back. Do it.
Welcome. It's PNC lads. We are PNC lads. It has been a few weeks, couple weeks actually.
What episode is it?
I couldn't fucking tell you, mate. 62 maybe? 61?
I reckon it's like 64 or something like that.
No, don't be stupid.
63?
It's definitely in, I reckon, what's your bet? I'm going 61.
I'm going to say 62. 62, because you've thrown me off there with the bit.
I think you're right with the 62.
You've bitten me head off.
This one is called...
Oh, he's fucking trying to play the video. While
61, we're on 62.
We're on 62. Okay, so episode 62.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We're back in our hometown, the shithole that is Perth.
Hey, relax.
Relax. He's told me relax.
No. No Perth slander will be tolerated.
Happy to be back. You know, last time I was in this house. Last time I was in this house was the day after we filmed the day of filming the last podcast. And we were booking our flights. Serena was here helping us fucking book
That's
our
actually
hotel.
wild that we booked our flights then.
We what?
We booked our flights then. Like, that's weird.
It was only what?
Like 3-4 days before.
Yeah, 3-4. We booked everything a couple days before we left. It's pretty hectic. But that was the last time I was here. And it's pretty crazy how quickly time flies, mate.
Yeah, it is. While we're here, PNC Lads hoodies, we're back. So if any of you ordered a hoodie and you are wondering why I haven't got a confirmation or anything, well...
We were on holiday.
We haven't been home. So we're sending out them today.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do the same thing every Friday. So if you want to buy a hoodie, we'll send it out to you on Friday.
pnclads.com/shop.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. But
First link in the description.
This is the first week of us being back, and we wanted to recap the holiday itself, because we were away for what?
10
12 days?
About 10. No, it was a bit more.
11.
Yeah, 11 or 12, yeah.
11 or 12. And I mean, I suppose we start on the day that we left. We were set to departure at what time? Like 11:40.
Yeah, so we got to the airport probably a bit early, but so prior to going, obviously, at the time, there was a lot of fucking shit going around saying like flights being delayed, flights being cancelled. Mm-hmm. Like the airports were a fucking shit show. So
we were on nervous Nellies.
And so I was like, we'll just get to the airport a bit early. And everyone knows, obviously, international, you want to get to the airport at least 2 hours before, probably a little bit more. And for domestic, they always say at least an hour. We got there about 2 hours before, which was probably a mistake in itself, but you know, it is what it is. I'd rather be early than late.
Yeah.
Like the fuckheads are coming home, but we can get into that later.
Yeah. But no, we got there and very quick check-in. Very quick check-in.
So quick, it was stupid.
Terminal 3 or something, so it wasn't near the main part of the airport, unfortunately, because we go in, we check in, very quick, okay, go through security, very quick.
Half an hour we were in the airport.
With our bags, and then we go to like where our terminal is, and it's just nothing.
Yeah, literally like 30 minutes, and we were into the airport, and we were sitting down, and yeah, like Dill said, not a fucking cracker.
And this was like an hour and 40 minutes until our flight. We're like, okay, well, it's not the end of the world, but it's also not great. Our area to go to our gate wasn't even fucking open. Walking around, looking for a coffee, no coffee. Looking for some food, no food. I'm pretty sure we went to like one of the places that sells food in the airport, and she was like, "Oh yeah, it's not opening up till 2 o'clock."
Well, we could have got in and got food if we had gone straight away, like at 10 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we were meant to be leaving at 11:40.
Yeah.
But our flight got delayed by
2 hours.
Well, it ended up being more. The flight didn't leave depart until 2:30 in the morning. And so, obviously, when we found out that our flight had been delayed, we were like, oh, well, fuck it, let's go get a feed. Because, like, what else are we going to do? We got to stay up until 2:30 now. So then we go to the bar and they're like, oh, nah, food just closed. Yeah. And it's not opening until 2 o'clock.
Which was criminal. And that's when we boarded. And then we go around to the other side, to this other place. Oh, hey, are you guys still doing food? Oh, no, food closes at 12:15. And I'm like, you know it's 12 o'clock, right? And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
She must have just made a mistake.
And then I was like, oh, how long's that sausage roll been sitting there for? She's like, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you like a long time. She's like, I'll give it to you half price. I was like, oh, what? So $10 instead of 20?
Yeah, facts.
Like, fuck off, mate. And then we saw some Donny. This guy was just going around the airport. He was waiting for people to get up out of their seats, leave the remains of their food, and then he'd go in there and go for the kill.
In his defense, we considered doing the same thing.
We
looked at these wedges. This guy was eating wedges, and we were looking at him like, fuck, this guy's just left like basically half a bowl of wedges.
Yeah. Nah, mate, that's me every time we go out to get food. So we'll be sat at Nando's, Canning Vale, just kind
By
of...
the way, throw that pillow away.
Just kind of exposed where
not aesthetic.
Near our area. Anyway, yeah, we'll be sitting at Nando's, Canning Vale, and there'll be a table next to us with no one there. Food just sat there, and there's a perfectly good plate of like half a chips.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't I just grab a chip from that?
I know. I always think like maybe they're just dirty and they've like spat on it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we ended up getting on our flight. It kind of fucked us because Misfit. For anyone who didn't know, we were staying with Misfit Minds. Go have a look at their videos. We helped them film their parking prank ticket one.
Yeah.
So if you want to go look at that, we're in a little bit. And obviously they were picking us up at 8:30, the local time in Queensland. So then we've been delayed by 2.5 hours. But for them, it was 1 a.m. at 11 o'clock here. So obviously they're not going to fucking be awake.
Nah.
So fortunately for Seb, he woke up to a nice text message saying, don't worry, mate, we've been delayed by 2-3 hours. So he got to go back to bed. But
yeah, I was a bit pissed off because I was like, oh no, making this poor bloke wake up at 6 a.m. for what? Or like 7 a.m. for what? But he said he was gassed about it. He was like, you beauty, can fucking sleep in a little bit. But no, we eventually landed in Gold Coast, and it was just like a different vibe. There was palm trees right outside the airport, and we sat outside waiting. I was sweating because I was in fucking hoodies and trackies, and we'd brought the weather with us, to be honest.
We had one average-ish day. And
only one average day.
And that was still like overcast, and it didn't really rain. It was just windy and shit.
The weather was absolutely beautiful. And my brother's in Gold Coast right now, and he says it's fucking awful. So we really, really did well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were there. We sat outside, and the big white van rolls in.
Oh,
big white van rolls in. It's the most beautiful car you'll ever see in your life. It's like the car from Dumb and Dumber. Literally
biggest vibe sitting in that car.
Yeah.
Flat tire, fucking bung headlight, bung indicator.
He has like a dual battery that he puts this like fucking one of the cables into, and then it opens his window and closes his window.
Yeah.
It's the most rogue...
It's a fucking drill battery.
Yeah, it's the most rogue thing you'll ever see. But the looks that we got, people loved it.
It's like you're driving in a Lambo.
Because in Gold Coast, bro, there's supercar after supercar, isn't it? It's every second car's a Porsche, bro.
Yeah, not supercar,
but just rich people cars, bro. They're dumb as fuck.
I think the most common car I've ever seen in my entire life, I don't know what it is, but say that Porsche SUV. It's like the soccer mum Porsche car. I'm thinking, fucking hell, is Porsche like half price in Gold Coast or something?
Yeah. No, it was fucked. So people absolutely loved the van when we were just driving past, blah, blah, blah. You know, we go back to their apartment where we're staying, hook up with big fucking Willie, say hello, and then we go to a cafe and we get recognised straight away.
Yeah, her name was Isabel.
Yeah, shout out Big Isabel. Hooked us up in the trip many times.
She was the goat, bro. I don't know if we should expose her for like work. Actually, we can't. We just won't say the place.
Yeah, we won't say her last name. So we went to this like bar on one
Probably
of the
the best bar I've ever been to in my life.
$15 Red Bull vodkas.
Pretty standard over in the East.
We got charged $4.
Yeah.
Insane.
And it was beautiful because it was Dill's birthday.
Yeah.
And so obviously, as the good friend I am, it's my duty to hook my boy up with some bevies. So when I go and get 4 Red Bull vodkas for $16, I'm looking like a king, bro.
It was amazing. I'm just remembering. Do you remember that girl at the very
the blonde in
when
the blue
we first
dress?
walked in? No, when we first walked in
at the bar.
Oh, yeah. But I remember we walked in and she was serving someone, and she sort of like went like this. She was like,
I love your guys' podcast. I didn't want to say anything.
But before we got next to her, like she just saw us and then she smiled. Yeah. And we were like, oh, hold up. And then she had the prettiest face, honestly.
Bro, I tried to wheel her for you, eh?
She had the prettiest face. She was working there. I never actually got her name, but she was lovely, and it was kind of eye opening for me, like how many people recognised us over in Gold Coast.
Yeah, well, when we got because we got there, and then obviously that chick was like, "Oh, I love your podcast," blah blah blah, and then we were talking to her quickly, and then I was like, "Oh, it's actually Dill's birthday." And then she was like, she kind of like looked at me, and you were still talking to her. Now, as I'm walking, I started to walk off, and then I looked back at her, and I was like, you know what to do.
Yeah, no, it was a very different vibe. Very different vibe. Just quietly, Gold Coast nightlife is super expensive. Super expensive. What were you looking for there?
Oh, it always looks like it's so deceiving, as if like the camera's ended because it's black.
Yeah.
I thought you were out of frame.
No. But yeah, a lot of the places we went to were like $30 entry.
Every single oh my god, kill me now. Saturday night, we went out again in Gold Coast, and there was a girl come up from Brizzy who was out with us, and pretty much all the boys went home after I don't know, probably around 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. And then I went out partying with this other chick, just going around Surfers Paradise and shit like that. And I went into probably like 4 or 5 different clubs, $30 entry for every club, bro. I wanted to
I don't know how you did that, man.
Bro, if I was in Perth, and it was like just a normal night and I wasn't on holiday, I probably would have thrown up. I did throw up in the morning, but I probably would have thrown up not from alcohol,
from money loss,
bro. Like $150 on club entries.
Did you actually spend that much?
Yeah,
plus
the ticket thing. So
that's fine. Still,
we paid $40 for that event.
Yeah,
it was legitimately the most brutal. And drinks aren't like pretty much same as Perth prices, but you're not drinking cheap drinks.
What? Ubers were weirdly cheap.
I don't think so. I think it's just where we were.
Maybe.
You got to think we're getting 20-minute Ubers. It's $20. Same thing as we go like a 40-minute Uber to the city. It's $40.
Nah, but I don't know, bro. I ordered an Uber from that pub on the Friday night to the Cass. It was like $18, bro, for XL. It's fucking hectic, cunt.
Yeah, but that's not. It was like a 12-minute drive.
Still, bro. I don't know. Still, at that time on a Friday night, it's peak time. A lot of people going in and out. They could have charged a lot more. You're not getting an XL for $18 in the city. You're not.
I reckon you would if you were going from, say, like the city to maybe Vic Park is probably about 12 minutes.
I don't reckon you are. Not an XL. But anyway, it was very good. That pub that we went to on the Friday night.
I wish we could say the name. Should we just say the name?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck it. It was Pav.
A Burley Pav.
Yeah.
It was.
So I know every Gold Coast person right now is going like, yeah, the Pav's sick.
Yeah. It was. We got told to kind of stay away from surfers because it's ratty and whatnot.
I don't think this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. For anyone in Perth, Northbridge, you know how fucked Northbridge is, right? Like Northbridge is ratty central. We grew up in that shit.
Yeah.
So when you're telling me surfers is ratty, I'm thinking of 65 meth junkies sitting out the front king hitting cunts.
Yeah.
Because that's Northbridge.
Yeah.
So I go to surfers, this is luxury, cuz.
Yeah.
I didn't feel unsafe once. People were talking about bikies and shit. I'm like, you don't know Perth.
Yeah. Nah. Do you remember that cunt? There was this Donny.
Oh my god.
In Burley at the pub. And
bro, I almost got flogged, I swear.
He was just doing an absolute head. I was wearing a Nelk Boys jumper, full send, and he kept going, "Oh, just send it, bro. Send it. Just do a full send." And I'm like, "Do you actually think you're funny?
No, bro.
Do you actually think anyone? Oh, you got the whole squad laughing, bro."
No, he's the type of guy, right? Like that thinks he's fucking the class clown hilarious.
But he thought he was top shit just altogether.
But a lot of people do get like this. It sounds a bit bad, but obviously people recognize us and people come up to us and want photos and whatnot, right? Guys hate that shit, bro. Guys see other guys getting oh, can I grab a photo with you? Like he was talking to this bird who came up to us and was like, oh, can I grab a picture with you? I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. She clearly wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
In the long run.
Funny.
She had no idea about anything. But she was like, can I get a photo? Blah, blah, blah. Like, my friend watches your TikToks, podcasts, blah, blah, blah. This guy comes over and he's like just trying to be funny and shit. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
everyone
Don't
here.
drink. The only reason I stayed was because I was getting a free drink.
Yeah, he keeps saying, skull your drink. I'm like, why the fuck would I skull my drink?
Yeah.
Like and then he's like, oh, I'll buy you a new one. I'm like, I don't need you to buy me a new
Yeah.
one. Like I'm getting these for $4. Cunt.
I
Like,
know. And he was like, I'll buy you a new one. I was like, okay, buy me one then, and then I'll scull it.
yeah.
Like, I'm not going to fucking scull it, and then you'd be like, oh, good shit.
Yeah,
and then
no
walk
shit.
off. Like, what a waste of a
Like,
drink. I don't need to scull it.
I just thought it was like, how much of a bitch is he to think that sculling a drink is some like sort of...
Our drinks were like, bro, this tall, and then his drink was this tall. He's like, I'll scull it with you. I was like, you serious, cunt?
Yeah, like...
Look how big your glass is, bro.
You scull your pineapple fucking juice and vodka, mate. Well, I've got this $15 Red Bull vodka.
Yeah, that's very tall.
But it was so funny because I'm thinking, like, in what world, I've never in my life had someone be like, think it's hard to scull a drink.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'll fucking scull 3 drinks back to back to back. Like, it's not a fucking...
Yeah.
It's not like a hard task.
But he eventually, waddled off. And, yeah, we had we went to... Did we go to 2? Oh, we did. We went to the casino. Did we go to the casino or the other club? No, we went to the casino.
I lost money there too.
I didn't spend any money. I was just dancing at the Groove Bar with this bird. And then...
I don't even know how we got to the other club.
I think I told that chick, I was like, all right, you're ordering the XL now. Like...
Yeah, you did. But did we go to the club from there?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. So we went outside, go to the... Oh, by the way, this Seki at the fucking Crown, at the casino
Dickhead,
there... Bro. We've all got WA licenses. By the way, the girl that I was with and the other girl, they weren't even from Gold Coast. So their licenses are from over east as well. And what's it called? We're all on the line. Fucking girl goes through. Evan goes, oh yeah, date of birth, postcode, last name,
Yeah.
where you from. Full fucking interrogating us. And then I come up, I literally say it all before. I said Dylan Buckley, date of birth. I say everything. He's like, oh yeah, just just don't want to lose my job, man. Just got to make sure that these are all good. And I'm like, couldn't have asked all these questions to the girls, bro.
Yeah.
Like, women legitimately have it so easy.
We'll get into that when we start talking about Melbourne.
Yeah.
Because that was fucked in itself.
But yeah, we ended up going to a club that you loved. You were loving it, man.
Yeah, it was a sick club.
It's like, doof, doof, doof,
It was
doof,
like just
doof, doof,
techno trance the whole time.
Yeah.
Which was pretty mint. Once again, though, like, security in Perth is way, way more relaxed than even Gold Coast and thing, in my opinion. I've never really had much problems with security in Perth except for Rapture.
Oh, you got kicked out in Henry Summer.
Oh, yeah, but that was like...
I don't know. No, I wouldn't fully agree with that.
What do you mean? We jumped down from the...
No, I'm saying in general. I'm not talking about that specific moment. I've had dickheads where I've been kicked out for literally walking, bro, and I'm not even drunk. Like, it's... I think you get cockheads wherever you go.
Yeah, true.
And I didn't have really too many issues once I got into these places.
Nah, Gold Coast wasn't too bad.
But yeah, yeah, okay, we'll keep going. But yeah, we go to that club and then we go back. Yeah, I don't know how much we want to get into that. It was very eye-opening to say the least.
We were living in a 1x1 with 4 lads.
Yeah. So 3 of us were in
the living room.
And then
Will was on his bed.
Will was in his bed. So those were the 4 constants. And then what I'll say is that there were people coming and going on different nights. That's how I'll put it.
Yeah, so like...
And we all heard things.
I'll happily say the stuff from Queensland if you want.
Yeah, well, I mean, my bed was probably like, not even lying.
We were this far away.
This far away.
I moved it too, a bit further, to give you a little bit of room. Because like her, obviously, knees would probably be out wider than the bed.
Yeah, I was with someone, and then literally, like, above my head...
Probably, once again, this distance.
One of the... I won't say which
Actually,
one.
I don't know if we should say that.
One of the... someone else was above me, and... you had your noise-cancelling headphones on.
I put my fucking noise cancellings on. and I was just laying in my bed. Like at first I was just like, you know, it's funny. Here's something hilarious, and let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced this. When someone's trying to like, when you're trying to be quiet, and you know you're doing something kind of like, I don't even know, like not bad. Like you're just doing something raunchy. Maybe that's a bit like freaky. You're trying to kind of hide it, and you just keep hearing. Like it's just like little giggles, like from her, like trying. She's like, I'm about to get fucked up. But no, it was fucking hilarious. Like I just put my noise cancellings on, eyes were shut. I was just looking at the roof.
Yeah.
And then I fucking all of a sudden the light turns on. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then they just saw himself out 4 a.m. I'm like, oh fuck, that's good of them.
It was really good, but before I didn't know how the night was. To be fair, I thought I was going to make my way to the room. That didn't happen. So I get home and I see Seb because fuck it. Seb went home early and I'm just like, what's happening, mate? And he goes, I think we're just gonna lay down. I think we're just gonna lay down, and you know everyone was tentative at first, but then you just don't really give a fuck, to be honest.
Once you get started, it's all good.
Yeah.
And I literally just had the hardest techno trance shoe.
Yeah.
I just kept the party going from the club.
And then the next night, roles were reversed.
Yep.
You had your fun.
I got Will's bed though. Shout out Will.
Yeah, you got the bed.
Because I came back.
Good for you.
Late and everyone was asleep.
I was awake. I was just acting like I was asleep.
But I was trying not to get into too many details. Basically, I just went into the room and same thing.
Yep. You kicked my leg as you searched for my lube with your penis out.
No, I had undies on.
Yeah, you did. But no,
I should have walked around. I should have just walked out with my cock out.
Yeah,
cock and balls.
There's a funny clip of fucking Will and Seb going bananas at each other.
Oh, mate.
They were literally fighting because Seb wanted the room or something. And he was just like rude to Will. And then Will was like teabagging Seb.
Yeah, Seb kept saying like, oh, yeah, fuck. Like, I would have given him a bet up. And then, you know, when you ask, you bring other parties involved.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Ev, what do you reckon? He's like, do you reckon it's a bit dog? And I'm like, I don't know, bro.
Between you two boys, like, I was just laughing and recording. And it was so funny. And we never really caught up on sleep on the trip, did we?
No,
never really.
Every single time we caught up, we fucked ourselves the next day. Even when we got to Melbourne, it was the same shit. Yeah, I guess that was pretty much the end of Gold Coast.
I mean, Gold Coast, we filmed a video. We filmed a funny video. Yeah.
Still have vaping addictions now.
Yeah. What's it called? It's fully edited, so it's ready to upload. I think it's funny, and I really enjoyed it. Just the editing process and also doing different videos. And
staying with Misfit was eye-opening as fuck.
We've got a lot of different ideas now that we know how to actually do it. Like we tried to do a video that was quite similar to this in Perth and it just didn't work. We were all over the shop. We were nervous. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what to do. Now we know like you actually need to plan. You need to put things in place. We've got equipment. We know how to use that equipment. We just know how to attack a situation.
Thanks, Misfit, for your letting us stay. Everyone go check out their channel in the description. Not that they fucking need it. They're literally destroying life right now.
No, they are. They're beautiful boys. But yeah, we filmed that video, so that'll drop next week. Just need to think of a day.
Probably Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, maybe Wednesday.
But yeah, that was Gold Coast. The weather was beautiful. It was sad to see our time end.
We might move there.
Yeah, we could definitely see ourselves even moving there for like I was speaking to Seb at one point, and he was like, "Yeah, mate, just even come like just for a month, bro. Just come for a month, see how you like it."
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, it's like, who's a month hurting? Like especially during the summer, bro. Finish uni in November, whatever it is. Fucking January, just go over, cunt. Go over, whatever it is." So no, that's a very high possibility because the city, like Surfers Paradise, that strip, bro, really showed me like how dead Perth is and like how no one's really doing anything.
I
that was holiday.
I don't even know if so much as like how dead Perth is, but I just think being somewhere different, you feel different.
It's so like, refreshing.
Yeah, it's like that. You got a spring in your step, you know. And when you're also hanging out with people who are doing content and doing the same thing or like similar things that we're trying to do, it's motivating as fuck. Like when you've got Seb's pulling an all-nighter editing, you think like, oh fuck, like that's what we want to do. That's what we got to do, you know.
Yeah. I said to my dad when he picked me up from the airport, I was like, yeah, even thinking about like going over there for longer. And I was like, because I said to the boys, like, oh, like you did it, as in like my dad moved away from home quite early. And he was like, yeah, obviously, like, don't want you to go, mate. Like, because you're my fucking kid and, like, your mum would be devastated. But, like, just do what you got to do. Like, you'd love it. And because I was saying, like, Perth's just so small and you just know everyone's business. And just meeting new people out in Gold Coast, how nice they were. And just how, like, I didn't know you and you were so refreshing. And everyone there, I had no clue who you were. That was so nice.
It's going to sound really bad, but even, like, I obviously love all of our friends and, like, people we hang out with and stuff, but not having to, not even have to, but not being, like, obligated in a way to, like, have to hang out with people or, like, make plans and, like, do things. It's like I can just do whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want. I don't.
We had no responsibility.
Yeah, you don't owe anyone anything. Like, someone wants you to come and do this. Like, in a way, like, you know, if you can't be asked, but it's like, oh, I probably just should because otherwise I'm not going to catch up with this person for another month. So I'll go do it. Yeah. There's none of that. It's just you and I. We're in fucking Gold Coast. It's a content grind. Like filming. We literally filmed for fucking a week straight, basically. Yeah.
And a lot of that footage might be gone because your laptop shit itself.
Yeah. Oh my fucking God. Get me started. MacBook, Apple, fuck you.
I love Apple. They're
so
good
do I.
brand.
But they sponsor us. Imagine that. Oh my God.
Could you imagine getting a free new MacBook every year?
Just a new phone.
New phone,
iPad,
and a new MacBook. That'd be amazing.
AirPods.
But yeah, we go to the airport very early. We booked disgusting.
This is one thing that I learned traveling. Pay the extra $100, $200.
We already did do that just because we got fisted.
We got fucked with flights, but pay the extra money if it's not ridiculous and fly at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
It's not worth getting there early so you've got a whole day to attack in a new destination if you're fucked on 2 hours sleep.
And you can't check in.
Because
we got to Melbourne and we couldn't check in until 2 o'clock. We got in Melbourne at 9:30. Yeah. We got to the hotel at 9:30.
Yeah.
By the way, fuck them. I'm not going to shit on them publicly because it's not really their fault. Their check-in is 2 p.m. But when I ask you specifically at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m., hey, any chance you can do our room first since we're fucking here and like, you know, it'd be nice to be able to get into the hotel. Oh yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Didn't even check. Literally 2:02 p.m. Kept asking every half an hour. Oh, what's the go? What's the go? What's the go? What's the go? Oh yeah. 15 minutes. 15. Fuck you. Oh, I should shit on them publicly, but nah.
To be fair, a lot of things were wrong with the room as well. They didn't change our sheets or anything like that.
No sheet changing.
No towels. The stove didn't work. Stovetop didn't work.
We bought bacon and eggs, tried to cook it on the Sunday morning. Couldn't even do anything.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Meant I had a bottle of milk to myself.
And I think the only thing I really want to get into about Melbourne is the club entries. That's pretty much all I really want to talk about.
You can go. Yeah, go.
Bro, when I say like, so we went out the Friday night. We went to quite a few footy games. We went out after the footy on
Friday night.
What game was it? It was a Saints Doggies.
Yeah.
Shocking game of footy too.
Yeah.
First time at Marvel though, which was cool.
You like it?
Yeah.
Give us your review on Marvel real quick.
Elite food.
Great food.
It was very empty, so like I can't really speak on how easy it was to get into the stadium and stuff. Yeah. We could have sat anywhere if we really wanted to. Decent seats, like you don't feel like you're hell far away from like if you're on the last tier of the MCG and you're right at the back, like you can't see shit. So yeah, I'd say like decent seats. It was warmer than the MCG.
Fucking oath it was.
Yeah, I would say like
nice.
I'd probably give it like a 7 maybe.
Yeah.
But then we went out. Now we asked for suggestions on the old Instagram story. Where do we go out in Melbourne? We had quite a lot of suggestions, and the one that stood out the most to me was this club called Electric. I hope they see this and they realise what they turned down. No, I'm kidding. We get into this line at Electric, and we're wearing. Bear in mind, like we don't know nothing. We're wearing good like going out pants. I think
we're wearing jeans. You're wearing cargos.
Yeah, so we're wearing decent pants, like just like normal, like Air Force Ones that I was wearing. Basically the equivalent of Reebok version. T-shirt, hoodie, and then like Dill was wearing a puffer vest over the top of that, and I was wearing a Tommy Hilfiger jacket over the top of this jumper.
Yeah. Expensive outfits.
We're decently dressed. Like it's not like I'm wearing a bummy brand. Like you're wearing a $350 North Face jacket. I'm wearing like a $200 and something fucking Hilfiger jacket and shit like that. This is you can't even get this anywhere.
Yeah.
Except pntlads.com. And the guy goes, "You guys on the guest VIP list?" We're like, "Nah." What do you mean? Like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, you kind of have to be on the guest VIP list, and you got to be dressed like real fancy, so like trench coats and shit like that."
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh, true." Like, okay, where else do we go? Where's the best place to go?
And he was like, "Oh, you seem like nice lads. So we own a couple clubs on this strip. So go to something everything bar, something like that. It was called like
the something bar.
The something bar. It was just down there.
Fuck you old cunt.
And this guy who was speaking to us first was actually really nice.
Yeah, he was nice.
And the quality of...
Just quietly, we found out it's not about if you're on a guest VIP. If we showed up with like 4 girls...
Women, yeah. The women in that line were insane, by the way. They were
very hot.
They were insane. So we go, all right, no worries. Turn around, start walking. We get to the thing, and the guy just goes, "What are you doing?" And we go, "Oh, yeah, like, guy down there at Electric so we can come in."
Looks us up and down.
Yeah, he looked us up and down and just went... And we're like, "Oh," you were like, "Oh, no, guy at Electric, like, so we can come in." He's like, "Oh, yeah, what's his name?" And you're like, "I don't know, just had a fucking 2-minute conversation with him." He's like, "Oh yeah, I don't know him." He's like, "Yeah, you're not coming in." And we're just like, "Fuck you, old fucking cunt."
Yeah, and then there was guys and shit in there and stuff, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck have we done?
Yeah.
Like we're dressed good and shit, like.
Yeah. Never been brought down to earth so quickly in my life.
What really annoyed me was like, not so much getting told no, like it's more the fact of like how you get told no. Like the first guy was alright.
Yeah.
But even still, I was like, fuck you, because like...
That second guy he was just a cock muncher.
Looks us up and down. Nah. I'm like, what do you mean?
And I looked in and I'm like, it's not even fucking going crazy, mate. What do you mean, cunt?
He clearly gets a fucking hard on and gets off to the fact that that when he doesn't let people in. That's what he gets. He gets off to that shit.
So at this point, it's kind of late as well because the footy's late in Melbourne.
It's probably like 12, yeah.
So it's probably like... it's probably like 11, bro. 11:30, and we're just walking on this strip like, fuck, where do we go?
Well, like, we're going somewhere.
And then we go to, Revs was told for us to go to, but they said, keep in mind, it is kind of bummy and ratty, but you have a great time. I'm like, all right. Walk up this long flight of stairs.
No, we went to a different place first. Remember that other one?
Oh, yeah, we did. We went to this bar, and 2 lads were like, oh, fuck. That's a real
nice hoodie, bro.
Yeah, nice hoodie. It's real cool. Like, where'd you get it? He's like, it's our brand. He's like, no fucking way.
Yeah. They were actually G's.
Yeah, I always love copping people's reaction. They were G's, but unfortunately their club sucked.
We walked into this club and, like, I don't want to be racist.
It was just bad, bro.
It was all just like old Indian man and like just like musky kind of like vibes. I was like, there's 2 girls in this club.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot to it. So we got a drink, downed it, and then left. And then we go to Revs to get let in, all the way up this fucking long flight of stairs. And then...
There's 2 chicks sitting at the fucking ticket booth.
Yeah, and we go, oh yeah, how much is entry? Oh yeah, $30. And we're like, fuck me. And then I was like, is it going off? And she was like, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not going off right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like... She was like, yeah, but it gets busy at 1. And I was like, you lying to me?
Yeah, we were like...
And she was like, no, I promise. I was like, does it or does it not?
And then, yeah, we were like, I'm not paying $30.
So we go down, and then this group of other people going off, coming, like, they were leaving, and they were like, no, it does go off at, like, so-and-so. We asked quite a few people, and they said, no, it does go off at that time. So we're like, fuck it. We got nowhere else to go.
Once again, if we went on holiday, wouldn't have gone in. But I was like, fuck it. We're on holiday.
Cop the $30. Go in, and it's very dead. Very dead.
No stamp. No wristband.
Yeah. So
what is that about?
Leave.
You can't even leave.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was considerably poor. It was like, I can only assume it's like Benny's. I've never been to Benny's.
Nah.
But how it's like a restaurant before.
No, it's not like Benny's.
Well, it's the same type of setting in the fact that it's something before it's a club. Yeah. So there's tables and couches everywhere in this place.
Yeah, it's a cafe.
The DJ booth was actually pretty sick though. It was like caged up, bro.
The one at the front, yeah.
Like hell in a cell, cunt.
But it's hard to... So, firstly, if you ever give me a suggestion, don't fucking skip the important details.
Yeah.
The details. You can't tell me go to Revs, it's sick. We get into Revs at 11:30. Holy fuck, mate. We are going, what have we done?
No, it's almost over.
What the fuck have we just done? This club is so shit.
Yeah.
And then everyone, it gets good at 1 a.m. So we're like, well, we may as well stay. We can't leave because we didn't get a wristband or stamp. So we're like, let's just get drunk. Bear in mind, we went out sober, so...
It's very expensive.
We just started... I didn't even check that night, but just buying $15 Red Bull vodka, even the vodka mixes were $13 for like a lemonade vodka.
Yeah, it was expensive as fuck.
And then we're like, there's another room that opens at 12 a.m. We're like, mint, maybe that's the room that goes off. Now, this club got busy at 1 a.m.
It did.
Don't get me wrong. Not with women, though. No. I reckon there was 2 chicks in this whole club. And there was probably like 100 guys, 200 guys.
Full-on sausage party, mate.
Worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And degenerate blokes. Which is what, like, that scatty vibe, like, that's clearly what it is.
Multiple people came up to us and said, hey, you got any drugs? You got something? You got anything? I was like, no.
Yeah.
Does it look like I have anything on me? No.
It's like, if you do.
But yeah, it was really poor. Thankfully, though, not even thankfully, because even the next place we went to sucked. It was just because we went to this bar, bro, and I can't even describe this bar. Like, I'd love to see if this bar actually gets business.
Nah, I don't think so. It's kind of like down this, not alleyway, like down this side street off the main fucking street in this like little hidden area. It was pretty shit.
I just clicked on to what you were sort of going like this to me for. Anyway, so yeah, the bar was it was super strange. So it was very secluded. We walk in there, and there's only like probably like 5 people, including us two.
Yeah.
And this bartender was just super strange. The people in there were super strange. To be fair, it was quite late, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Do you reckon this bar was actually like open?
Maybe. It was well after 1 because we left Revs at like maybe 1:30.
I'm just starting to think this.
Because Revs got busy, but we were like, this is fucking shit. Even if you're not trying to pull, and this is what like I've realizing like during the night, we're going like clearly every single woman that's decently attractive is in these clubs that we didn't get let into without chicks.
Yeah.
And now I can kind of understand it. Like I kind of do like it in a way.
Yeah.
But I wish I knew beforehand because we could have just got chicks to come with us. We could just put an Instagram story. Oh, we need some chicks to come in, like kind of like a ticket to get us into this club. Who wants to come? Yeah. Well, but yeah.
I mean, I asked a girl from Melbourne and she gave me a bunch of suggestions. And then she said, I told her, she was like, oh, how's clubbing? Like, and Nightlife's insane. And I said, yeah, it actually like low-key sucked, mate. Like,
yeah.
Like we didn't get let in because we didn't have women. She's like, oh yeah, no, that happens quite a bit over there. And I'm just like,
thanks for the fucking heads up. Every one of you fucking little Melbourne, but like every single one of you Melbourneians that sent in a suggestion and didn't say, hey, heads up, maybe take women.
Maybe take women. Yeah, no, it was and in the end, I think I had 2 hours sleep, and I had to pay a $30 Uber to get home from St Kilda. I was in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I get home and I just go back to sleep, and I just
we wake up at like 1 p.m.
Mate,
we went to the footy.
I remember I finally got back to it was fucking freezing, by the way. Fucking freezing. So I was waiting. I got this Uber, and I get back to the place where they were staying at, and the reception. I looked fucked, mate. I was fucked, cunt.
Yeah.
Stains all over my clothes. Fucking just everything. I was ruined. I was a ruined man. And they're like, good morning. I was like, no, it's not. It's not a good morning, mate. Honestly. And I go up. You're sleeping, and I just lay myself down and go back to sleep. And yeah, that was that ruined us that night.
Yeah,
Saturday really ruined us.
And yeah, I don't know. It's like Saturday night. It's like, do you want to go out? But it's like you're just so fucked. And also,
we only had like a day left as well.
We also had to plan shit. Like, bro, I need to get some women. The fact that I have to use girls as a ticket to get into a club is bad. But like I was gonna say, I kind of do respect it, because if we had girls with us and we used them as a ticket, lovely.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of anything better, because like like we just said, how shit Revs was because there was no women. We go to another place, no women.
Yeah.
Like we just leave because it's not good vibes. Even if you're not even trying to pull, you just
It wasn't great vibes, to be honest.
Yeah. So Melbourne. Let's
say our favourite things and our worst things about each place we went to. So Gold Coast. My favourite thing about the Gold Coast is the weather and the women.
Yeah, well, I was going to say my favourite thing about going to Gold Coast the entire trip was the fact that like we got to bond with Misfit. I feel like I'm good friends with them.
So disregard that. I'm saying in general, as Gold Coast as a whole, as a place, what's the attraction to Gold Coast?
I think the weather and the living on the coast.
It's beautiful.
I think it would be the same as Scarborough in a way.
Shit's on Scarborough though.
But we haven't lived in Scarborough.
No, but we haven't lived in Scarborough. But this was just.
It's just like
we were just on roids, bro. I felt like I was in Vegas, even though I'd never been to Vegas.
We were just 2 minutes from the beach. You know, it's like you get up and we went for a walk to go find a cafe. We went the wrong way. We went towards not Burleigh. Yeah, I mean towards Burleigh technically, but we went Broad Beach ways instead of left to Surfers. Idiots. We walked for half an hour and we're like, where's the cafes?
And Melbourne. My favourite thing about Melbourne is their city. It is beautiful. There is so much there. I loved the Emporium. It's a great shopping mall. There's just so much in the city. But my least favourite thing is the weather.
I was about to say the weather.
It sucks.
Honestly,
it is freezing cold.
The weather in Melbourne, I couldn't live in Melbourne.
It's miserable,
I could not live in Melbourne just because of the weather.
It's miserable.
So when we made our thing saying like how like all these good things about why Perth's the best place to live if you're like 30 and retired and like you have nothing else going on in your life, I still stand by that statement. If you are like 30 with kids and you work a 9 to 5 and you're not trying to do creative jobs and you're not trying to go and do things, you're just trying to live your life like a normal person does in their 30s with kids and 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of a better place to live than Perth.
Yeah.
There's less traffic, there's less foot traffic. The weather is always pretty good here. Couldn't think of a better place to live. Melbourne, you're doing everything. If you're doing exactly what I just said,
the
weather, oh my fucking, go to 3 degrees.
There's only so much. Like we got to Melbourne, and thank God there was footy on that we went to because there was only so much you can do. All we did was get food, walk around a lot, shop. You know, I'm not fucking blessed with money, so that fucking, you know, you can't buy everything you want. To be fair, we found one of the best burger spots that we've ever eaten at.
Yeah, yep.
Can you name it? Because I always fuck up the order of the name.
Royal Stacks.
This place was magnificent, mate.
Wow, that's a good word.
Yeah.
Good word.
It was fantastic, mate. Honestly.
It was very good.
I couldn't fault the meal from bottom to top to bottom, whatever order you want to put it in. The chips.
Oh, very good chips.
Very good chips. And I only got a regular, so I can only imagine what the large were like.
The only thing I could have really faulted about the
Ketchup?
burger... No, it was the ketchup was a bit thing, but that's whatever. Is that the beef, the quality of the beef, like, wasn't as good as, like, a lot of other places.
It was still magnificent.
Yeah,
man.
it was still really good.
Still great. The burger was fantastic.
And the thick shake, oh.
The thick shake. You didn't get the thick shake the first time you went, but I said you got to try this thick shake, mate.
Oreo thick shake from Royal Stacks. Let me tell you something.
I got banana.
With extra ice cream.
Yeah, it was expensive, but it was worth it.
I think the thick shake was like $13.
It wasn't cheap. And it was funny because this place was kind of dead, bro. No one was really...
There's 2 Royal Stacks.
Yeah, but no one was really in there, like when we were in there. There was only like one group of people. So if you're looking from afar, you'd also be like, oh shit, maybe this isn't the place to be. But all we did was look at reviews at every place we went to.
Do you want to know what's fucked?
What?
The Royal Stacks we went to had like a 4.2 rating.
Yeah.
The Royal Stacks, maybe 15-minute walk away from there, was rated like 4.8 or 4.9 or something, like ridiculously high.
Yeah. No, it was perfect, and that's one thing I extremely miss is that place.
Even just ordering
because I would go back there. I'd 100% go back there. Like my feed was $30, and that is expensive, but it was fucking phenomenal. And the thing with burger places is if you eat a big meal like that and you walk away feeling satisfied and not sick, That's a great place to go to.
It is one thing. Like the size of the burger was a lot smaller than like Royale's burger is way bigger than that.
They are, but
that's in a way it's like kind of a good thing because you don't feel so shocking after.
And I didn't feel. I wasn't like still hungry.
So hungry now.
I wasn't hungry like after it. Like it left me satisfied.
Well, that's the case. Like we just overeat all the time.
I mean, bro, Royales. We got a free Royales feed coming in, by the way.
Shout out Royales. Yeah.
They're elite. But Royales, they give you so many chips.
Yeah, so many chips, and the burgers are bigger.
And the burgers fucking bunter, bro, which is great because I'm a fat cunt and I love that shit, bro.
I've never had the thick shake from Royales. They do them though. Actually, I have had one back in the day with Josh. I'm not sure if they do them anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
But yeah, well, they changed it. It's like a bar now, so I don't. It never used to be a bar. It used to literally be a little corner store, basically the size of where we're sitting.
Yeah, I remember. And then in terms of food, we also went to, what was that street?
Lygon Street.
Saw Big Bailey Smith in a restaurant there. He was with a bunch of people. Couldn't say hello, unfortunately. I would have got a photo with him.
He had ice in his water.
Yeah, he loved it.
Get it?
I do get it. Yeah. But no, these Italian restaurants, it was Sunday night. And we're like, oh.
It was so cold.
You said, you're like, oh yeah, we should probably like go to like one of these restaurants. It'd be rude if we don't. I was like, yeah, all right. So we get a tram, miss our stop. So we end up fucking running all the way back, eventually catch one back. Finally get to this street. And there's, I think, no, I'm not even lying to you, there's 25 different Italian restaurants to choose from.
It's famous for it.
They're fucking everywhere. Problem is, good luck getting in without a reservation.
The really good ones were all booked.
Yeah.
So
good luck getting in without a reservation. And, you know, I kind of got to the point where I was just like, I just pick one. Like, I just want to fucking sit down and eat because it's fucking cold. And we get to this place and you loved your meal, mate. I can't even remember the fucking...
It was the best carbonara I've ever had in my life, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, to the point where you've been Googling Italian pasta recipes.
I've made carbonara twice since being home.
That's kind of strange. You've been love struck by it.
It was really good. I still can't recreate how good it tasted. I don't know what they're putting in that. A little bit of maybe spunk.
Phone call him, mate.
Or your brother.
Give him a fucking ring.
He'd be like... Well, I don't even know how to do an Italian accent.
Yeah, I'm not going to try.
He'd bite my nugget off though.
But I got penne with duck breast and Brussels sprouts. And
it was the
sucks,
weirdest penne pasta I've ever seen in my life.
Fucking sucked. And it wasn't exactly cheap.
It was 30. Yeah, I think I paid 31. I think it was more expensive than mine.
You know what I was thinking? You know, people always say go to good quality restaurants, have a night out and have dinner. Go to a nice restaurant. But then I say, think of when you eat fast food and think of when you go to a nice restaurant. I think the fast food's better. I think it is. It's cheaper. I enjoy it so much.
I think the enjoyment of eating
fast food is so much more than going to a nice restaurant and eating. It's so much more.
I think, the enjoyment's there. Like even like that was probably the best carbonara, and like I probably would have paid like more than what I paid for it.
Yes.
But like, even still the enjoyment, like there's something about, like I get so happy when I get KFC.
Yeah.
Like if I get a Zinger burger and I'm driving home, I'm like.
Tell me any restaurant that you've been to where you've been that happy to eat food. You can't, Ev. Because it doesn't exist.
I don't go to a lot of restaurants.
There's endorphins and there's something.
Yeah.
There's fucking chemicals.
Hormones and chemicals. Yeah.
in these recipes that the Colonel makes up for us, the Big Daddy. And,
you're right.
And that state of happiness just can't be recreated by going to a restaurant. No matter if the food quality is obviously better.
Yep.
For one, it's more expensive as well.
Way more expensive.
Travel costs.
But here's what I would ask you. I would ask you...
Like...
Brooklyn's for like your ribs and steak or whatever the fuck you had.
For a special, yeah.
Yeah. That or...
Ribs and rump. Rump and ribs, I think.
Yeah, like that or a fucking KFC feed.
Which one would I get?
Yeah, like right now.
Right now?
Like, all right, bang. Like you can go there or you can go like KFC
right in this moment?
Well, you got nothing to do. You got nothing else for the day. You just want to get...
like today, you're asking me...
You're going to die tomorrow. What are you eating out of those two meals?
I'm going to die tomorrow at KFC.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, shit.
But you know what I was saying? Like right now, I kept saying right now, because right now I'd go the rump and ribs because it's a bit of a healthier meal, bit of a cleaner meal, and we ate a lot of shit on that holiday. So, you know, just trying to
We didn't eat too bad, to be honest.
We ate a lot.
We ate like a lot of chicken part, like schnitzel and shit like that, but that's not too bad for you.
I like lemon on my chicken now.
Schnitz.
We made a chips TikTok, order of like the chips, fast food chips in Australia. And cunts were going off at us saying schnitz is 100% the best, blah, 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 blah.
I agree.
And at the time, we didn't have a schnitz. I don't believe. There's one in Belmont now that we know. But we went there in Melbourne, and I looked at the menu, and I saw chicken schnitzel and chips, $13. And I said, it's great value for money.
I should have just got that.
It's great value for money.
Because I paid ridiculously amount of money for what I got.
We were looking for a coffee, and then I see schnitz, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to try some chicken there, bro. And then I get my meal pretty quickly, and it was phenomenal. I put the lemon on the chicken. The chips were brilliant.
The chips are really good, yeah.
The chicken schnitzel was brilliant. I'd give that meal an 8.
Yeah.
An 8 out of 10. It was really good.
Mine was
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, were you hurting though in terms of hungoverness?
Not like really. I was just a bit like...
Your wrap was... I had a bite of your wrap, and it was a bit suspect.
It wasn't great, yeah. But like, don't get a wrap at Schnitz. Get the fucking schnitzel.
Would I go back to Schnitz? Yes, I would go back. I definitely would go back. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would. Go try it.
The chips are elite.
I think we should start doing fast food or food reviews. I think we're just so passionate about food.
YouTube it?
We just love it so much.
We should just put them in the vlogs. Like what Mike does with burgers.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Lululemon pants, by the way, goated.
Yeah, they were really good. But I just want to say something while we're on food. In Burleigh, we went to a place called Freddy's Burgers.
Very good.
Fucking phenomenal, mate. The chips were like a potato wedge, but also like a chip at the same time.
They were real potato. They just cut them.
It was fucking so good. And this chicken burger, I was worried. I was looking for a beef burger, and Will said, nah, try it. Like, it's good. And I got it, and I wasn't disappointed, mate. To be honest, I've been thinking about it quite a bit. And I saw a video of when you asked Will thoughts, mate, and he said fucking phenomenal.
Mate, I am a big
chicken person.
But grilled chicken burgers, like not deep fried, where you got that crunchy outside, like, because once again, that's so unhealthy for you. A grilled chicken burger is actually reasonably healthy.
Yeah.
It's literally just grilled chicken with crumbs on it. Then you've got like your cheese, lettuce, tomato, whatever the fuck you go have on your burger. You could eat 2 of them and you wouldn't feel shit because it's like not heavy food. It's pretty light.
It was a big feed though.
Massive feed. I was fucked.
A lot of chips in there.
But yeah, like real potatoes. Like that meal would have been pretty healthy because they weren't deep fried chips. They were like, I don't know what they did, just air fry like or something, bro.
It gave us the tomato sauce. It was fucking brilliant.
I had pineapple on it and shit. It was great.
It's pissing down that day. That was the one day it pissed down.
Yeah.
Burleigh's a great place.
Burleigh, I would love to live in Burleigh.
Yeah. I'd love to live in Burleigh. Beautiful place. Beautiful people. Just really good.
Good vibes. It's like surfers.
I would have loved to experience that
cleaner.
with nicer weather. Burleigh.
Yeah. I would love to go in summer because I'd love to just swim in all of their beaches.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go to... We were like on the beach, at the beach, but we didn't go swimming in the beach. Just never got around to it, really.
Yep.
But no, summer trip to Gold Coast, 100% happening at some stage or not. Or another.
Or Bali. Pick one. Not sure.
I'm just trying to think what else we did in Melbourne. Was there really much else to Melbourne?
No, the shopping's really good. Yeah, other than that, not really. A lot of tourists. Like in Perth, you don't get any tourists. Obviously in Melbourne, it's just tourists. Everyone, like if you're going to Australia, you're going to Melbourne or Sydney. Well, I'd love to go to Sydney too. Sydney would be very good.
Yeah, New South Wales. I think we've got a lot of people that follow us over there. So I think they could show us a really...
All right.
As I said, people from New South Wales could show us a great time.
Yeah.
That's... for whatever reason, the memory card ran out of space, probably because it was full. Could probably make that conclusion. Let's add some songs to our Spotify playlist. Do you have your phone on you?
Yep.
We do. We've missed out on a couple of weeks, but I think we'll only do 2.
Yeah, I've got some fucking tracks.
It's got some fucking
Bit different
tracks.
for me too.
All right. I'm going to go Brazil from Declan McKenna. Shout out Big Sebworth. Showed us that song. I found out it's on TikTok, so I hope it's not seen as a TikTok song. Anyway.
Lekker boy.
What?
Sticky fingers, lekker boy.
You're going to have to spell it for me, mate. Lekkerboy.
Lekkerboy. Lekker boy.
Okay, that's strange. Anyway, that's in there. Now, I'm going to go... I'm torn. I'm going to go this one. Once again, Sebworth, he played this track and it sort of reminded me of how beautiful this song is. Growing Up by Macklemore, Ryan Lewis and Ed Sheeran. This song is so fucking good.
Yep. And you know what song I'm putting in as a, we also heard? Little Lion Man.
Hey?
Little Lion Man.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I actually didn't know that song, hey?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Damn.
But yeah, it's beautiful. Now, we've been going for a while, but I've got a couple Spitfire questions here for you. They're not as good as previous ones.
Fuck, we're still going to get into all this.
Yeah, I'll just drop them. For you, a little segment for you. All right, so you ready? Dogs or cats?
Oh, dogs.
Dogs.
Come on. I'd fucking punt a cat.
That's okay. You know what I actually like? Justin Bieber has Savannah cats.
I'm allergic to cats.
Savannah cats, bro. These things are like half wild, half domesticated.
Actually, I have seen them. They're kind of sick.
They're fucking so cool, bro.
Probably like 10 grand.
They're like little leopards. They're illegal in Australia, obviously, which is kind of sad, but probably for the best. You know the reason why quokkas are like extinct in the mainland is because of cats?
Really?
Feral cats, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Feral, bro. Have you seen like the dirtiest feral cat out there?
No.
They're fucked, mate. They get so big because they feed and they're in the wild. They grow immune to shit and they get fucking really big. So cats are kind of like a bit of a nuisance, mate.
Yeah, they're pests, bro.
Anyway, eating dinner at the table or on the couch? I think this says a lot about someone.
I would, if I'm eating depends on the setting.
Well, like
if you're over,
yeah,
I would just happily sit on the couch and eat my KFC and watch TV.
But you're with family.
If I'm having steak, vegetables, and fucking like a nice meal,
yeah,
I'll sit down at the table.
I am always a table man.
Yeah,
always. I just cannot. I was at my brother's house and they were sitting on the couch and I was like, I'll just sit at the table.
Yeah.
I just can't do it, eh?
Yeah, it depends on the meal for me.
Your first child, boy or a girl, what do you want?
Boy.
Boy. Okay.
Talk about the first. Good.
Ankle socks or long socks?
Long socks, for sure.
Socks.
Ankle socks were... Sack. Ankle socks were in fucking 2016.
Bro, my mum would buy me ankle socks and they would be like showing like
the
here.
sports ones?
Bro, they'd be showing like here and I'd be like, I'm not wearing them, mum. No, you take them back, please. I'm not wearing them.
Yeah.
They had literally had to be no show.
Yeah. It's either no show or even no show socks are kind of going a bit out too right now.
Now I'm insecure about my calves, so always long socks.
Yep.
Are the iconic Disney movies overrated in your opinion?
I don't overrate them.
Are they overrated as a whole?
Are they overrated?
I think they're extremely rated by a lot of people.
Are they?
You know when you say...
I feel like I'm not fit
You know
for
when
this.
you're like, oh yeah, I haven't seen Aladdin, and some cunt's like, what?
Oh yeah, no, but that's that. I don't know if that's a rating.
No, they are.
Like when you say,
bro, Disney's fucking some cunt's personality, bro.
Yeah, but you say I haven't seen The Lion King. I go, fuck off.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lion King. Shout out, I'm going to say it. I know she watches Carly Henderson. She loves Disney movies.
Yeah, it's true.
She loves them.
She does.
And she would, go to death for these movies.
I guess, yeah, I'd say it's overrated. But I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I don't watch a lot of like Disney movies.
Who's the right person to ask? You can't ask a Disney lover. You're probably a generic person.
No, that's who you should ask.
What? No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, because they're obviously...
You've seen Disney movies. You don't dislike them. You don't love them. You're a good person to ask.
But for me, I don't know many people that overrate them or rate them.
Okay.
So I would say no. But
vodka or tequila?
Vodka.
Vodka.
Good, really good tequila though.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
like Patron.
Do you like banana bread?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah.
I love banana bread. I love it.
Sort of thing about like some girls talking about how banana bread is like the key to a man's heart.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Oh no, actually, bro. You know what's funny?
I love her TikToks.
You know what's funny? I saw that, and the day I came home, bro, it was like it was meant to be. The day she was saying like, oh yeah, guys love banana bread because their mums would used to make them for them, blah blah blah. But the day I came home, I was just in the kitchen. Mum was sat down, and I see like this like plate covered with Glad wrap. I'm like, oh mum, is this banana bread? She's like, yeah, have some, honey. I was like, oh, okay. I had some. I was like, oh, this is really good. Literally described that fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
And I got banana bread at the airport.
I don't mind banana bread.
Should have got it warmed up.
But I don't like eating banana like on its own.
You don't.
Like I don't know what it is. People be homophobe. No,
But then you like banana other things.
yeah, like I'll have it in my oats and shit. So I don't know. Banana bread's pretty good.
Yeah, I love
Same as
banana
thick
bread.
shake, banana thick shake. Pretty good too.
Oh, I love it. And ice cream. You love your banana ice cream.
Nah, I don't. I've never had banana ice cream
You
actually.
should try it. It's really
Banana
good.
ice cream. Do they even make that?
Of course it is. It's my go-to flavor at Baskin Robbins.
Really?
Yeah. Banana Nesquik.
Nah.
Oh, man, you're killing me, man.
But I'll have chocolate or strawberry. That's good.
Well, no shit. They're good as well.
Yeah.
Okay. No, sorry, I disagree with that. If you want chocolate milk, go get Master's chocolate
It's
milk.
not chocolate milk though. It's Nesquik. It's different.
Milk and then chocolate thing. You know,
Why don't you just go buy banana milk?
You know the chocolate. Holy! I looked into the light and then I'm looking. I can't even see your face, bro. You know chocolate sauce that you put on ice cream.
Yeah.
That's how cunts make chocolate milk in like over in America.
Really? Oh yeah, it's feral.
Bro, they squirt it in the milk and then they just
Yeah, I've seen that
with
shit.
a spoon. I'm like, you're fucked, cunt. No
And
wonder why you're diabetic.
You want to know
and
one thing I learned?
morbidly obese.
You know Queensland doesn't have Masters.
Well, we couldn't find it.
No, it
so
doesn't
that's
exist.
crazy.
Doesn't
That's
exist.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like their equivalent, they have a different thing. It's like instead of Masters, it's something else. You guys have shit choc milk.
You don't have chicken treat. That's a WA thing. And I'm convinced you don't have a Nando's.
Nah, we saw Nando's.
No, we saw it in Brisbane. We did not see a Nando's
Yes,
in
we
Gold
did.
Coast. No, we didn't.
When we were at the Apple store, there was a Nando's on that street.
That was in Melbourne.
There.
I'm saying Gold Coast.
Oh, in Goldie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Well, I don't know if there was one in Goldie.
Yeah. You were just speaking about Masters in Gold Coast.
True. Yeah, you're right. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's 1:20. All right. And Insane House Party or Insane Festival? What are you choosing?
Oh.
I think I know what I'm going.
Probably an insane house party.
I disagree.
Because an insane house party, like we haven't never had an quote unquote insane house party where like you've got 1,000 people at like a Dan Bilzerian fucking house.
Yeah.
Tens models walking around handing you shots and shit. Like there's fucking every drug under the sun's free. Like we have never experienced that. So like for that, I'd probably say that because I've never experienced it. I've had some pretty elite festival experiences.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
But I've never had, so I'd probably go to the house party.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But if you're
Fair
talking about our house parties compared to a festival, give me a festival any day of the week.
Yeah. I'd have to agree. That's all I've got, mate.
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
That's good. I reckon we wrap up because we've gone treks. We can just continue the stories on next week.
Yep. pnclads.com/shop. Do you remember when Logan Paul used to just plug it every time? loganpaul.com/shop. Every fucking second visit.com.
Yep.
But yeah, a couple hoodie. There's not many left. And yeah, we'll be able to get them to you quicker now because we're fucking actually back home.
And we'll look at international stuff too.
Yes.
Since we're back, we have time. I still don't have a laptop, so give me a break.
Extra mash. But yeah, that's the episode. That's episode 62.
Let us know if you enjoyed it. Our recap of our trip.
A recap of our holiday. All right.